Now here's a likely one.
Dead, and without a scrap of treasure to my name. You there! You can see me? Who am I? Why, I am Richard Descent, famous adventurer and treasure hunter. At least, that's who I was, before the cultists in Dress and Keep killed me. I was in the ruins, searching for the treasure, you see. The renowned treasure of Dress and Keep, of course! You could finish my quest for me. There are 3 statues, the heralds. Take the offerings I brought in my backpack and present them to the proper heralds. That should open a passage under the well. Now listen carefully. There will be a lot to remember. The histories I read never specified, but it said that the greatest treasure of the Breton kingdoms was stored here. The heralds are 3 engraved statues that each offer a riddle. You must place an offering before each herald. The statues are the Herald of Thirst, the Herald of Memory, and the Herald of Illumination. There are a number of possible offerings in my bag. Take my backpack and see if you can match the offerings to the correct heralds. Engravings on the statues provide clues about which offerings they will accept. Yes, the bastards! I tried to sneak past them, but, well, you see how well that turned out. Being a ghost has put a bit of a damper on my adventuring career. From the south!
Isn't the best defense always a good attack?
Worthy of the treasure of Dress and Keep.
seate, alta, alta. Tarselenen, je epeia ven, eve esgravia lambe ye lael. Ne goria, heka, dilia ye metana, gandra lambe sino. Returns. I told you to go. How fortunate for you. But no one ever considers the wants and desires of a ghost. Oh, very well. Let's get this over with. What a presumptuous question. Such temerity. You are very rude, just like my brothers. They bound me here. They were jealous of my powers, my stature. Yes, I intended to aid the Direni against the Alessians. I hoped to get land from King Relethiel as a reward. My brothers bound me here, so I could not participate. They never returned for me. They did. Well, I'm glad to hear that, at least. Forgive me. I have been languishing alone for a long time. Can you release me? You would need to destroy the relics that bind me. The seal of anchoring, the animus needle, and the soul prison.
Who is it? Who comes to these ancient corridors after all these years? You are the first to come here in many long centuries, since this place was sealed. I despaired of anyone ever finding their way here. I am the High Librarian of Dressen Keep. I was charged with protecting our greatest treasure, the combined histories of the earliest days of High Rock. Do be careful with these books, they are in pristine condition. Indeed, our patron is Hermaeus Mora, the scryer of the heavens and he who determines the tides of fate. These treasures have been sealed away for too long. Hoarding knowledge is worse than hoarding gold, or so our patron has decreed. Take this index. It contains the names of all the volumes and scrolls the keep contains. You must give the Dressen Index to someone who can make use of it, such as a scholar of magic. Like a civilized person, you may leave through the door on the far side of the vault. No need to use the well again. The ward on the gate has been broken, and the door will open now.
I can feel the grip of those accursed anchors releasing. After all this time, I am free. In truth, I do not know. My people are long gone. I could move on to Aetherius, or I could remain in Tamriel. See what became of the land after the Elysians were defeated. Truer words have rarely been spoken. Thank you for setting me free. But heed this bit of advice before I depart. Not everything you meet in ancient ruins shall be as cordial as I. Fare you well.
Move to flank!
You've returned. What did you find? Was it jewels? Ivory? Gold? What? There's no fabulous treasure? There's no gold? I died for a bunch of moldy old books? Ah, cruel fate. I wish I had a book before all this that would have told me what was in this stupid old keep. I plan to meet my friend Belinway in Aldcroft after I recovered the keep's treasures. She's in the Mages Guild. I suppose you could tell her what you found. And tell her what happened to me, I guess. Indeed. I know she'll be interested in what you discovered. Like all members of the Mages Guild, she's always been more attracted to stuffy old books than to gold or jewels. Ah well, I suppose it's time for me to move on. Farewell.
I, Jack Monsigned, have all the goods you might need. I know-
We need to do some... Who goes there? Identify yourself. Bandits attacked a caravan up the road. We've got them pinned in a noble's house, but they're holding the family hostage. If we attack, they'll kill everyone. Not my call. You should talk to Captain Farlever. She's on the road west of the camp. From the side!
I'm a little busy. The Red Rook's bandits are holding hostages. They're in a house down the lane. A patroller sent you? Then listen carefully, because I always have a plan. The Red Rooks use trained wolves to guard their camp. Increases their confidence, but also makes them careless. We can exploit that to save the hostages. I need someone who can get in quietly, grab some wolf's woe, and take it to the hostages. With that plant, the hostages can walk out without attracting the attention of the wolves. The hostages are locked in a house, so you also need to find a key. We can help once you get those nobles out. My guards are itching to hunt down those brigands. Just be careful, and good luck. The wolf's woe grows all around here, so it should be easy to acquire. As for the key, grab a Red Rook uniform and look around. The disguise should fool the bandits, but watch out for the wolves. Otherwise, shake a few bandits until a key falls out.
Someone approaches. Worry not, my dove. Someone approaches. Worry not, my dove.
Please don't get bruised again,
Another
dear.
bandit in my house? Have at thee, I say! How was that, my dear? Did I sound fearsome? What a daring rescue! This is quite exciting. Look, everyone, we have Wolf's Woe. This will be an adventure. Those ruffians came by boat. Ingenious, really. Slip in from the water, strike caravans on the road, then sail away. But the guards showed up and the bandits set traps on my estate. Clear those traps, or it'll be too dangerous for us to leave. I know. Take my hunting horn. It's upstairs. Then clear the traps and create a diversion. Set something on fire. That should keep the Red Rooks too busy to notice us. Sound the horn to signal us that it's safe. Meanwhile, I'll untie the others. No time, my love.
A moment, friend? Please excuse my husband. He gets so enthusiastic. No, thank Mara. The only thing I regret losing is my jewelry box. It's a family heirloom. The rest we can replace. I'm just thankful we're alive. The bandit leader, an orc named Tharkul, he took it. The box only opens if you're a member of the family. I told him, but he didn't care. If you retrieve it, I can arrange a reward. Once you acquire my lockbox, please hold on to it until we're safely away from those dastardly bandits. And do be careful. I'd hate to think that someone got hurt trying to help me. Yes, My ancestor had the box made to protect her valuables while she was at sea. The box was tied to her blood, so that only her or her descendants could open it. It's been passed down from mother to daughter ever since. Why, jewelry, of course. Specifically, it contains the Noelle signet rings and the rings of the families that have joined with us through marriage. We carefully organize and store the rings in the box. Many of these rings go back generations.
We'll wait for your signal and then make our way out. What?
I'll be all right. I stepped in front of Lord Noelle to protect him. The Red Rooks didn't appreciate my loyalty.
Oh, thank goodness you've come. The bandits tossed us down here. They threatened to kill us.
They broke my husband's arm and tied him up. Lady Noelle even lost her family heirloom. This is awful.
to flank!
I assumed that horn was a signal when I saw the nobles run out. Good thinking. Well done. With the nobles safe, my guards can storm the camp without worry. We won't have any trouble rounding up the rest of these Red Rook thieves. Here, compliments of the Daggerfall Watch.
Damn bandits! The roads have never been this bad. If the Daggerfall Guard hadn't arrived when they did, I'd probably be dead right now.
That was so exciting. A real rescue with adventure and disguises and everything. You're my hero.
As soon as we've finished moving back into the manor, I'm going to plan a hunting trip. This adventure's got my blood up.
Oh dear, you shouldn't have risked your life on my behalf. Oh my, I didn't think I'd see this again, and it's still sealed. This means the world to me. There are so many good memories in this box. Your kindness is appreciated, and here's the reward I promised you. Risking danger just to recover trinkets for me? Our family will always remember this.
Arm's not broken, just sprained. I'll be all right. I can thank you enough for helping us get out of there.
I can't believe we made it. I'm so glad to be out from under those bandits. Thank you.
Circle around!
Hey, you there. Be a friendly. Greetings, citizen. I seem to have suffered a temporary setback. I could use a bit of help. These blood-thorn cretins ambushed me, and while I was on a mission of incredible importance, there were dozens of them, but I didn't go down without a fight. What will the Lion Guard do without me? The orc that sits before you, represents the future of the Lion Guard. I am Recruit Gorok, pride of New Orsinium. Please untie me. We have work to do. We must recover the General's dispatch and return to Captain Vistra. I took a beating when the Bloodthorns grabbed me. I won't be much help in a fight, but I'll cheer you on. Let's get this dispatch back to Aldcroft. Thank you. I'll take the dispatch to Captain Vistra. Find me later. I owe you a drink.
I got a few mounts to sell if you're interested. And no, members of the Lion Guard or the High King's army don't get a discount. Prime stock requires solid gold.
I'm proud to be part of the Lion Guard.
You want it sharp?
I can't abide by all this fog and rain. I miss the bright sun and the heat of the desert.
I'm led to believe you're the one to thank for Gorak's safe return. He even retrieved the General's dispatch. Recruit Gorak claims that you helped him defeat dozens of cultists and recovered the dispatch from a foul necromancer. Is this true? Ah, I thought he might be telling tall tales. Still, what Gorak did was brave. Stupid, but brave. Thank you for finding Gorak, stranger. I shudder to think what those cultists would have done to him. Gorak, you took the initiative and did your best. You aren't quite ready for the Lion Guard, but you're close.
I understand, Captain. I'll double my efforts and make you proud. You can count on me.
Gorak may be ready one day, but today is not that day.
I may have exaggerated a bit. My apologies.
Fine goods for sale.
These poor excuses for soldiers need to get into shape. We'll never retake Kamlorn with this sorry bunch.
Over here, Initiate. Greetings.
I have a message for you from Velast, Mistress of England. We supply the line.
My enchantments are superior to anything you'll find anywhere else in the city. Of course, quality will cost you more, but trust me, it's worth it. De Bella's silky breeches! Look at the books on this list. This is unprecedented. Where did Richard find such a thing? What a remarkable discovery. Spirit? Oh, Richard. I knew you would get yourself killed one of these days chasing your beloved treasures. I spent many an evening listening to his tales of adventure. I shall miss him dearly. The Dresden Index? Remarkable! I'm sad that Richard died, but the information in the keep will be invaluable to our scholars. Thank you for this. And here's something for your trouble. What a magnificent find! I doubt Richard appreciated its value, though. He sought treasure, not knowledge. I'll see that the Dresden Index winds up in the proper hands.
Oh, my poor son. I wish he hadn't gone on that stupid expedition. Why won't they tell me what happened?
I have as much sympathy as the next soldier, but I don't think I can take much more of this woman's incessant whining.
Please, is there anything you can tell me? My son left...
These poor excuses for soldiers need to get into shape. We'll never retake Kamlorn with this sorry bunch.
I can't abide by all this fog and rain. I miss the bright sun and the heat of the desert.
I don't understand why we've been confined to the docks.
Welcome to the docks. Feel free to hoist a crate and join the party.
A new shipment of fleas has just arrived. Wonderful.
These refugees don't make our work any easier.
I just love looking at the moon.
It's not Kamlorn, but it's not so bad here.
I don't like the look of some of these refugees.
I don't know why they made us leave Kamlorn. I quite liked it there.
I need a break.
Greetings.
I don't like the look of some of these refugees.
I miss Kamlorn.
I have the strangest rash under my arm.
I prefer my meat prepared extremely rare.
These refugees don't make our work any easier.
I don't know why they made us leave Kamlorn. I quite liked it.
It was very kind of Aldcroft to take us in.
I miss Kamlorn.
Welcome to the docks. Feel free to...
A new shipment of fleas has just arrived.
I prefer my meat prepared. I just love looking at them.
Welcome to the docks.
It was very kind of Aldcroft.
Aldcroft isn't safe, friend. If you decide to go farther, I can't guarantee you'll come back with all your parts still attached.
A well-made and carefully maintained weapon made from...
The refugees make such a mess. They should all go back to wherever it was they came.
Times are tough, but people have to eat, right? There's barely enough for the residents, what with the influx of refugees and all. Still.
Just because the Lion Guard is set up in town, that doesn't mean the Town Watch can slack off. We won't relinquish our duties to a bunch of fancy-pants soldiers. Not on my watch.
I would share, but... What are we going to do with all these refugees from Kamlorn? And what about Hircine's curse? I heard that some of the refugees are actually werewolves.
Don't mind my father. He's a bit of a grump. But he does make a tasty fish stew.
Leave me be, pup. I have fish to catch.
What is it? I'm afraid we've got a bit of an emergency at the moment. Yes, dear, I don't know anyone who goes by that name, I'm afraid. Our Duke was kidnapped. Perhaps she was taken along with him. I certainly wouldn't put it past those bloodthorn bastards. We have a bit of a situation with Duke Sebastian of Kamlorn. Perhaps you'd be willing to help extract the Duke from a rather precarious situation. Our bumbling town watch allowed the Duke to get kidnapped, that's what happened. Please, you look like you can handle yourself. Surely someone with your talents can help us. The damn Bloodthorn cult. With Kamlorn in chaos and the Duke out of action, who knows what the cult intends? At least the Lion Guard finally arrived. Speak to Lieutenant Harim if you want to help. Last I heard, he was near the lighthouse. Lieutenant Harim was scouting near the lighthouse. Maybe he's figured out where the Bloodthorns are holding the Duke by now. Why, His Grace is the Duke of Kamlorn. What else is there to say? He loves his people and they love him. He was driven out of Kamlorn by Foul Chu and his werewolves. Now he reigns in exile from Aldcroft. Well, at least he did before the kidnapping. I could guess. With most of our force besieging Kamlorn, we're stretched thin, and frankly, the local watch isn't much use. With the Duke gone, the enemy can take Aldcroft. Then they hit our troops at Kamlorn from the rear, but I'm just guessing. Foul Chu's a terrible brute. He leads the werewolves that invaded Kamlorn and forced the rightful rulers to flee for their lives.
All hope seems lost.
The Weird Sisters know much more about healing than I do. Thank you for helping them.
The spirits of the tree told me to follow you. They spoke of great suffering in Aldcroft. I'm here to aid in any way that I can.
Wounded. Thirsty.
Hello again. We decided that a few of us should come to help the refugees here.
Refugees make such a mess.
Watch yourself. This place is thick with Bloodthorn cultists. I could use a seasoned warrior. There's no point relying on the local watch. They're simply not up to the job. The Duke's in the lighthouse guarded by Bloodthorns. I was waiting for reinforcements to arrive before making a move. You're a bold one. Very well. When the reinforcements get here, we'll make sure none of the cultists slip away. And if your plan doesn't work, we'll drink a toast to your memory later in the tavern. We were sent to provide more security for the Duke and to keep something like this from happening. It's too bad we didn't arrive sooner. The local watch just wasn't prepared to deal with the Bloodthorns.
My poor Papa, what will I do without you? Why would they kill a defenseless old man? They came in the night. They came right into the lighthouse and attacked us in our sleep. I ran here and hid. You aren't going to make me leave, are you? I feel safer here, please. It was the Bloodthorns. Oh, poor Papa. I left everything behind. I don't even have his dear old pipe to remember him by. If I just had that one small thing, maybe I could find some comfort.
You don't look like a Bloodthorn cultist. I assume this is a rescue attempt. Divines be praised. The cultists trapped me with these focus crystals. I'm a bit of a mage myself, but I'm powerless inside this ward. I'm free. Now to get out of here. But there's one more thing. Thanks, friend. But I'm not the cult's only prisoner. I overheard the cultists talking. They have a prisoner who's a threat to the werewolf leader Falchu. They plan to execute her. If she really is a threat, then it seems crucial that we rescue her. Very good. I'll return to Altcroft. Meet me there after you rescue this mysterious woman.
I'm glad you're helping a little. Come, mortal. Do a favor for this poor, weary spirit. My daughter is lost to her grief. How can she send you here, to a haunt of vile cultists, to retrieve a pipe? Sheer folly! She should have something of real value, something that will allow her to move on. For years, I've been hiding gold under a tree southwest of the lighthouse. Dig it up and give it to my daughter. Then she needs to go to my brother in Crosswitch. There she can start anew.
My executioner? You couldn't lift the axe, let alone deal with all the blood. Splendid. Cut me loose. We'll kill these bloodthorn dogs and then go after Falchu and his werewolves. Sebastian? We don't have time for... Oh, very well. We'll talk to the Duke. Let's go, then. No time to waste. Let's just say I have some inside knowledge that can help us put an end to the mangy dog. Now get me out of these ropes. My thanks, friend. That was too close for comfort. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
I thought Papa was nearby, but now, nothing. Do you have his pipe? I just want to hold on to him, just a little longer. He appeared? He appeared and spoke about me? I recognize this satchel. What's inside it? Oh, Papa. Ever the pragmatist. There's enough here to get supplies in Aldcroft. Then I can go on to Crosswich.
Is the Duke safe?
You saved my husband. I can't thank you enough for that. I'm truly...
Here I am, safe and sound back in Aldcroft. I have you to thank for that. Yes, and I share her concerns about both Kamlorn and Aldcroft. We must deal with these werewolves once and for all. In fact, I hope to involve you in that. Gloria suspects Falchu's agents are here among us, even now. Indeed, they hide in human form. It's exactly what they did in Kamlorn before they struck. We need to find and destroy them before Aldcroft suffers the same fate as poor Kamlorn. Gloria says this amulet can be used to reveal the hidden werewolves. I'm sure she can tell you more about it.
I was so worried about Father. How brave you were to rush in there and save him.
I know why you're here, but where I got that amulet is a discussion for another time. Just be careful. The werewolves won't appreciate having their secrets revealed. I'm no expert, but Hircine is the Daedric prince of man-beasts. The amulet bears the call of Hircine. Werewolves can't resist its call. It forces them to reveal their true nature. Pretty useful, right? Don't you know anything? Hircine, the creator and guardian of all were-creatures? Hircine's call. Well, it calls to their true nature. Reveals them for the beasts they really are. What of it? Don't you have some werewolves to go find? Fair enough. All right, here's the dark truth. I'm related to Falchu. He's my ancestor. Every day, my family and I live with the shame of the horrors he inflicted on the world. And now he's back. So I hunt werewolves, and I kill them.
I'm glad the matter we discussed has been, dealt with. Rest assured, the Duke of Kamlorn does not forget his friends.
new shipment of fleas has just...
The pain! It hurts! For Falchi! For victory! I don't. I'll chew on your bones and gulp your blood.
Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
It's... Aldcroft must fall. For claw and fang.
Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
What's happening to me? We've been discovered! Attack! Attack! What's happening to me? For Falchu! For victory!
Be warned. Most of the riffraff from Kamlorna is gathered in the dock.
Are they here? Are Falchu's cursed offspring here in Altcroft? So Gloria was right. I suppose I should have known. At least we'll be better prepared this time. And it seems I'm once again in your debt. At least now we know what we're facing. Meanwhile, Gloria has discovered something important about how Falchu came to power. Gloria says that Falchu was summoned back from the dead. If that could happen once, how can we hope to stop this villain? Anyway, to learn more, Gloria needs a live werewolf. Can you capture one for her? Talk to Sergeant Armoil. His soldiers faced werewolves in Kamlorna, and they captured one of the beasts. He can advise you. Then meet Gloria in the cave to the east across the bay. That's where she'll perform the rite to learn how to defeat Falchu.
As soon as you catch a werewolf, meet me in the cave across the bay. I hate to miss the fun of the hunt, but I have to prepare the cave for our reluctant guest. Falchu died a long, long time ago. He was summoned back from the dead. I want to find out who to blame for that. You can read the history of a werewolf's sire from the blood of his offspring. That's why we need to capture a werewolf. If that was a joke, I don't think it was very funny. Go capture me a werewolf. I got things to do.
I'm tired of defending this backwater. There's work to be done in Kamlorn and... Oh, sorry. I thought you were one of my soldiers. Ah, right. That's not what I expected to hear. We did capture a werewolf at Kamlorn. For a little while, anyway. My battle mage Lexi did it. She should be able to help you. Lexi, front and center, if you please.
We don't care for troublemakers here.
Quality wear.
Beware, stranger. The Bloodthorn cult prowls the fens. I'm no warrior. I'm a chandler. Candles don't make very good weapons, you know. A group of us. We were fleeing from the trouble in Kamlorn, but we ran into a fresh set of problems when we got to this blasted fen. As we made camp, some Bloodthorn cultists swooped in. They grabbed the women traveling with us and dragged them off. Our leader, Guy LeBlanc, heard them talking about a coven. That means witches and trouble. Maybe you could talk to LeBlanc. He's around here somewhere. You could sure use the help. We are way out of our element here. Go to Aldcroft, he says. It'll be safer, he says. I shouldn't have listened to LeBlanc. We're from Kamlorn. There's been trouble there. We thought maybe things would be a bit more settled in Aldcroft. But no place is safe these days, it seems. If something happened to my Elodie, I will never forgive myself. More or less. He's usually a take-charge sort of fellow. It was his idea to head to Aldcroft, so he feels responsible for all this. His sister was among the women they grabbed.
I think that time I overdid it. Let's find another one. Got him! No, I haven't. Right. So here's how we capture a werewolf. You fight the beast and keep it busy. Meanwhile, I cast the spell that entraps it. Just do your part and leave the magic to me. I'm an expert. It worked! By Julianos, it worked! Well, that should hold the ugly cur. Take the werewolf to the cave. I'll tell Sergeant Armoyle it worked.
my servants are wretches. Perhaps these will do the job. This will not finish me.
As soon as you catch a werewolf, meet me in the cave across the bay. I hate to miss the fun of the hunt, but I have to prepare the cave for our reluctant guest. As soon as you catch a werewolf, meet me in the cave across the bay. I hate to miss the fun of— What of it? Don't you have— Fair enough, felt you? If that was a joke, I don't think it was very funny. Go cap—
What?
I'm tired of defending this backwater. There's work to be done in— Ah, right. That's not what I expected to hear. We did capture a werewolf at Kamlorn. For a little while, anyway. My battlemate—
time I overdid it. Let's find another one. Got him! No, I haven't. Mud crabs. Now we need another werewolf. Ilianos, it worked! Well, that should hold the ugly cur. Take the werewolf to the cave. I'll tell Sergeant Armoyle it worked. You caught one. Good. Let's get him into the circle. I'll create a link between the three of us. We'll be able to see into the werewolf's past, and hopefully into Falchu's past as well. The connection between offspring and sire is strong.
Now the legendary werewolf lord shall fulfill Molag Bol's true purpose. Arise, minion! Arise from the dead.
I serve no one, rich man.
Serve or suffer, cur. I have bound you to my will. Lenumbra's destruction is your only goal.
Today I submit to you, Ankov. But one day soon, I will rip out your heart and eat it whole.
Empty boasts from Molag Bol's newest slave. Come, Falchu. We have business to attend to.
So, it was Angoff. I thought I smelled the stench of true evil. You saw what I saw. In order to stop Falchu for good, we need to put an end to Angoff. A tall order, but it's not impossible. Wait. The werewolf apparently has something to say.
Fools. Your Duke has been blessed with Hircine's curse. He will destroy everything he loves. You have failed. Ingolf has sealed your fate.
The Duke was infected? I was afraid of that, but I hoped I was wrong. I've been keeping an eye on him in case the change came over him. Falchu has been ahead of me every step of the way. This failure falls on my head, but we can resolve this here and now. I need to die, and you need to take my blood. We're wasting time. I need to die so you can take my blood. If administered in time, the blood of the Master can cure his spawn. You know I'm Falchu's descendant. If the Duke drinks my blood, he'll be cured of the curse. The Duke was infected? Falchu has been— We're wasting time. I need to die so you can take my blood. If administered in time, the blood of the Master can cure his spawn. This poison will kill me quickly without contaminating my blood. Swear to me you'll finish what we started. Save the Duke and restore my family's honor. And may the Eight watch over you.
I apologize to all of you. I thought I could fight this off. I was wrong. The pain fades. That was blood, wasn't it? You gave me Gloria's blood, didn't you? Just one more thing Falchu must pay for. Thanks to you, my nightmare is over. It's time to return to Kamlorn. The only benefit from my brush with lycanthropy is that now I understand the curse. And I know that Falchu, having been raised once, can be raised again. I have Mages Guild researchers already working on that problem. They're trying to discover how Falchu originally died. If you want to help, they're at Glenumbra Moors, the battle site where Falchu died. The first time.
My husband looks so much better. Thank you for everything.
By the Eight, whatever you gave him seemed to do the trick. I pray that the madness is well and truly over.
Thanks to you, my nightmare is over. It's time to return to Kamlorn.
What happened to Gloria Fausta is a shame, but her sacrifice was not in vain. Duke Sebastian is the only one who can hold Kamlorn together. Why, His Grace is the Duke of Kamlorn. What else is there to say?